everybody.
I want us to imagine this morning standing in front of the grave, in front of the manger, and it's still empty, but he's coming. The Savior is coming. He's coming to set us free from all of our anger and our pain and our guilt and our sin, and to bring something new. The Savior's coming. But that's not really the story in some ways. So let's imagine it again. Let's imagine we're standing before the manger. I think the first thing I'd notice is that it's cold. Uncomfortable. I hate being cold. I go from my heated house to walk all the way to my heated office. And sometimes when I have to go somewhere else, I get into my heated car. Everyone else around is used to being cold. They live in the cold. They cook in the cold and eat in the cold and go to sleep in the cold and wake up in the cold. So they don't even probably think it's cold. It's not just cold, it's damp and it's smelly. I mean, this is not my place. And probably no one else here notices that it's smelly because this is home for them. I mean, you know, they don't usually live in a barn, but they live surrounded by animals probably most of the time. So, you know, what I'm smelling, they're probably not even smelling. It's cold, it's damp, and smelly. That's not a good start. And they're talking to each other, but I don't understand because it's Aramaic, I think. I don't know. It's all Greek to me, right? And they're right. They're talking and they're laughing and they're screaming and they're crying and like, what's all this about? And I don't know because I don't get the social cues. I don't really understand what's happening mostly. Right? And right, it's just so I don't belong here. And then one of the women, she offers me some food. I'm much more worried about Mary getting enough to eat, and the rest of them don't look like they eat enough either. And she offers me food. So, like, you know, I suppose I should eat this, but I also saw the hands that handed me this food. And this is not going to go well in my stomach. I can tell this already. I got a cast iron stomach, but man, this is going to test it. So many things I don't understand. So much I don't know what's going on. And so I asked myself the question, what am I doing here? It's not like I'm very useful. I mean, I was there at the birth of both of my children. But me and the doctors and the nurses and the midwife and millions of dollars worth of equipment. So, you know, I'm really good at staying out of the way. I can do that here, but, like, so what am I doing here? Because, I mean, like, what do I know about pregnancy? Right? This is not my area. And the only kicking I ever felt in pregnancy was when Deb got upset at me for sleeping through all of this stuff. Right? So sometimes she'd kick me, but, you know, Erin never did. And so, like, you know, what's going on here? And you know, what do I know about Mary's life? That she grew up as a poor, degraded person in her society. I don't get that. I mean, I tick all the boxes for privilege in this society, and she ticks none of them. And so I have to ask myself the question, am I ready? Am I ready to be saved by a brown-skinned, unwed, pregnant teenage girl? I don't know that answer. I really don't. I know that if she showed up at our border, she wouldn't have a shot at getting in. If she showed up at the border of the United States, right, not a chance. Brown-skinned, pregnant teenage girl, right? On the other hand, I know if she showed up at my house, I'd invite her in, right? All my liberal rescue fantasies, boy, I'd be right there. Come on in, right? All of these things I could do to save Mary. But Mary doesn't want to be saved. Mary's offering to save me. Because usually, that's the way we think about things. We think about girls like Mary, and we think, well, how can we help them fit into our nice white liberal society? And Mary instead is offering to save me from my nice white liberal society. And so I ask myself the question, do I want to be saved? The song we sang a while ago said that in the end Mary said yes. But the Magnificat says that Mary didn't say yes. Mary said, hell yes. Mary said, my soul magnifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior, for he has looked with favor upon the lowliness of his servant. The Mighty One has done great things for me, says this girl who's now lying there screaming in pain, hoping that the Mighty One is going to do great things for her. And then she goes on in the Magnificat to remind God of exactly what this means, in case God has forgotten. Right? She's got some expectations here. He has brought down the powerful from their thrones and lifted up the lowly. He has filled the hungry with good things and sent the rich away empty. And Mary is saying here, remember this, God? This is what salvation is looking like. This is what I expect back from you. And then we stop and we remember that, yes, these are the things that God does. And these are the hands that God does them with. Yours and mine. God does these things through people. And we, as those who claim to be saved by this brown-skinned, unwed teenage girl and her son, are the people that God does them through. And so we ask ourselves the question again, do we want to be saved? Are we ready to say yes? Amen. Our final song is in the hymnal number 176, Comfort, Comfort, O my Friend.